Hello, it's Cordelia Colt, but you can call me Cora. Are you hearing this? The sweet dulcet tones of my voice, the silvery shimmer, or perhaps brassy, or even leaden, because of my tongue being so sluggish, but, well, at the very least, my vocal cords are fine now. Mostly. They're still a little rough, I guess. Slightly, but I'm better now. Ugh, that took a while. So I've been grinding a little bit. Not as much as I have some... Like, sometimes I grind a lot. Have I shown you the water elevator yet? Is that new? I don't even remember. That's the problem, right? I haven't been streaming for 3 days. And Minecraft? That's even longer. So, let's see. This is definitely new. So I've been mining, and, you know, I just figured I better make a room for the slate, because at this point I have a lot of it. It's just unreasonable not to, like, I can't keep stacking these forever, and I mean, there's a limit to how much I need, but I just feel bad throwing it away as well. Right? I think generally I have... Yeah, I separated the gravel and the tuff. I haven't really gotten much more wood, but let's see, minerals. I have a lot more copper, a lot more redstone, a bit more diamonds, a little more netherite, almost enough to make 2 bars. I don't know what I want to do with that. You know, I think the first thing I'd want to make is a pickaxe. But pickaxe, I want mending, and I don't have that yet. I'd want mending. So I guess that's the thing we might want to shoot for today. I also haven't really done much work on this room. I don't even really know what it's gonna be. I do want an automatic sorting system, but I have some ideas for, like, buildings. Like, yeah, but my first kind of order of business today, I want to fix this roof. Because this looks like we're close to this looking good, but the roof is just kind of not working anymore. I don't have enough wood for that, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna have to go chop some trees. Yeah, I can show you a sheep farm as well, I guess. The bamboo forest is... I've expanded it just a bit, but you know, at this point, it doesn't really need to get bigger. At this point I need a bigger chest, but this is like more than enough for anything I want. Sheep. I've been breeding the sheep just a bit. Not as much as the cows yet, but I have a few sheep at this point. I mean, ideally I'd like to dye them as well, so I can get some color wool, but I don't know what color yet. I feel probably red would be good. Because I do want a carpet from there, but yeah, that's not I don't know, that's an entire project of like separating out a couple sheep and eating them, and like I can do it, and I'm gonna do it. Maybe today? I don't know, I'm thinking of doing the longer stream today. We'll see how my voice holds up. I haven't really been using it too much. Just kind of saving it for this. Yeah, someone's gonna escape this time. Yeah, here we go. It's fine. Acceptable loss. Oh, no, that's fine. That's pretty good. trees. Yeah. So, I have a lot of ideas for future streams. Something about not being able to do a thing makes my mind just start racing. And at this point, I have a lot of ideas, and they are all weird. I also made a bunch of thumbnails, but I didn't realize this before I started streaming regularly, but there's actually a good amount of work involved in doing this. Like, you actually have to prepare for streams more than I realized. And I mean, it makes sense, right? Because you're not gonna get assets and stuff for free, and thumbnails take a bit to make, and I mean, my thumbnails are generally low effort, but still, it's a thing you have to sit down and make. And titles, stream titles are hard. Because you want to make something funny and clever, but that takes effort. That takes effort. I feel like I'm doing okay so far for like titles and stuff. But it takes some work. And you'd think a couple days off would help, but honestly, I've just been wanting to get back, and I've just been waiting for my voice to get better. And it is now, but it's like the piano, right? I definitely do take breaks, and I do think I benefit from taking a break every now and then, but on the days where I'm not playing, I do feel that, like, craving to get back into it. Like, I'm just itching to do it more. I guess I have kind of that grinding mentality. If a thing is fun to do, you just want to do it, right? Yeah, you just want to do it a lot. I remember when I first started playing the guitar. Oh man, those first days I played until my fingers started bleeding. Which isn't great, but I got calluses pretty quickly. The skin on my fingers turned very thick, very fast, and at that point, I started improving very fast, but it's also dangerous, right? Because if you're not doing that with proper technique, then you are going to be damaging your fingers. Like, actually damaging them. A little blood never hurt anyone, and it's fine to play until you bleed, but there are actually dangers. There are actually dangers in playing too much early on. I don't know, I guess I tend to go hard when I get interested in a thing. For a bit, anyways. I don't know. It varies. I guess it depends on the kind of interest. Some interests lend themselves very much to, like, intense work. I just wish I had hobbies that didn't, like, directly damage my body. Because I can definitely tell that some days, like, my piano technique is fine, I think. Generally, it's not the best. There's room for improvement there, I'll be the first to admit, but it's fine, I think. I haven't had a teacher correct me in a long time, so I guess I might have slipped a little bit. Or maybe it's fine. I legitimately don't know. I think it's okay, but there are days where I feel it in my fingers, like, oh, yeah. Where I just feel like, yeah, no, I have to not play for a day now, because my fingers are just aching a little bit. That's never a good feeling. It's never a good feeling, because I just want to play. Aren't there hobbies that don't do that? Because I know a lot of artists, especially, get, like, what's it called? Arthritis? Like, where their fingers get bad and their hands get bad. I know that's also, that's a problem with, like, a lot of RTS players. Wasn't that, like, StarCraft? Terran players have that problem where they get, like, bad fingers because of the ridiculous, what's it called? Actions per minute, APM? That sounds wrong. I want to say RPM, but that's rounds per minute, and that's how fast things spin. Doesn't really make sense, but you know, how fast they're like clicking the keyboard. I remember playing StarCraft for a while. Well, StarCraft 2, that is. I'm not old enough to remember the first one. Or, well, I'm not old enough to have played it. Or I guess I could have, but I don't know. I enjoyed StarCraft. I never was very good at it, though. It's the kind of strategy game that I never really figured out how to play. I'm not good at strategy. I'm really not good at strategy. That's not my forte whatsoever. I feel like I could be, if I really wanted. Like, if I practiced, I'm absolutely certain that I could be really good at that, but... because that's all it is, right? It's practice. It's... like, yeah, some people have talents for certain things, but... you can get good at pretty much anything you want if you practice. There are obviously limitations, like... you probably do have a hard limit in your body for certain things. Pillager? Where? Oh, there you are. Great. I remember Vesper talking about this in the stream. Once where he talked about, like, wanting to go, like, pro with a cycling, entering one of those big races. I forget which one exactly, but he talked about wanting to get into, like, one of the big ones. And like, training and training and training and training and training and just kind of realizing that he hit a wall, like a ceiling, where he just couldn't get any better. I see that. I can see that. I understand how that is. I do think that, like, you have physical limitations, right? And I think that does apply to your mind in a sense, kind of more loosely, though. Certain people are just going to be better at some things than others. Practice is never wasted, though. That's my philosophy. Practice is never wasted. And you get a lot further by believing that you can learn than believing that you can't. Because that's basically just giving up before you've tried, right? Even if you do put in the effort, if you don't believe you're actually going to get anywhere, I feel like that's limiting yourself. It's like trying to do a backflip without thinking that you can actually land it. The fear is just going to be holding you back. And then you end up not landing it because you're afraid, right? You gotta commit, I feel. Sometimes. I mean, it's good to have a healthy dose of skepticism as well. But I guess healthy skepticism has never been my thing, when it comes to music at least. Whenever I find an instrument that I genuinely enjoy playing, I've just found that I start playing it pretty much 24/7 until I've gotten to a point where I find something else. Or until it becomes a habit, right? Ooh. What do you actually do with eggs? Does anyone know? Cake? I guess? That's a little bit, like, if that's all you do with cake, that eggs? Pumpkin pie? Is that eggs? Might be. Food in Minecraft is a huge thing, and you don't have the incentive of it actually tasting good. And I mean, it's a cultural thing, so you can kind of do, like, social stuff with it. But I don't know. It's not really the same. It's you can kind of mimic. It is fascinating, though, how so many, like, social structures kind of replicate themselves in this game when you're playing on a server. I remember reading this thing that was like, what was it? When players greet each other in Minecraft, and they just do the crouches or the jumps, just... let me just demonstrate. You know, when they just do the... Or the... Yeah? Right? And then compared it to bees. Oh, that's really cool. That's such a good comparison, though. That's such a good comparison. Wait, could I do this with scaffolding? Scaffolding. That's... I've never used scaffolding. But yeah, it's like... in the lack of, like, a good... like, other good way to communicate, people just go to whatever they have. And I mean, you do technically have text chat, right? You could, but it's just so much quicker to just crouch 20 times. And it gets the point across, and it just feels friendly. How do you do scaffolds? String. Oh, that's... Oh. That throws a little bit of a wrench into my plans. Where do I have string? Yeah, okay, I have string, okay. Doesn't matter then. Like that. Is that enough? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, that reminds me. I have a cave spider spawner that I never really done anything with. And I also have blaze spawners that I want to make farms for. Blaze farm, that's actually really useful. I don't have any nether wart because, yeah. So that would be useful. Like this. Yeah, probably that is going to annoy me, but we're taking care of that later, I think. Do I want to do the thing over the beam as well? Yeah, I think so. Now, the question is this going to be our permanent base, or is it just, like, base number 2 out of, like, several? I don't know. I generally don't play Minecraft long enough for, like, several bases to become a thing. Like, I usually just... Oh my god, this is so useful. Holy crap. Because, I mean, I've seen a little bit of Hermitcraft, and I know how they do it there, with the mega bases and stuff. I feel like that's not really... as a commitment, right? That only works if you're playing on the Hermitcraft server and if you're playing like a hermit, right? That's gonna require a lot of grinding and a lot of technical knowledge that I could definitely do that if I wanted, but I'm not convinced that's how I'm gonna play this. I'm not convinced that's how I'm gonna play this. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better. It's slightly uninteresting, but... Did I lose 2? Or did I just never... That feels weird to me. That feels off. Like that. Yeah, that feels a little bit Ah, I thought these had physics, I just never saw it. Okay. Wait, did it? Wait, what? Okay. This reminds me of an early mod, Minecraft. I don't remember what it was called, but it basically made blocks behave like that. Very early mod. Very early mod. Basically, like different materials had different structural strengths, and that meant you could use them for like if you were building with wood, you had to have support beams, and if you were building with stone, then you didn't need as many, and if you were building with like iron blocks, then you could get away with a very good amount of like weird structures because that had more like structural integrity. I remember that mod. I remember I didn't like the idea of it. Like, I get it. I get why certain people would like something like that. Like, it makes sense. And in the case of scaffolding, you know, I understand why it's like that. I understand why that's a good choice. Because scaffolding is already pretty great as a block, so just... yeah. I am glad that gravity isn't really a thing for most blocks, though. Makes a lot of interesting structures possible, and I think that's really what this game is about. This game would not work as well with those kinds of limitations, I don't think. That's my gut feeling anyways. I obviously don't know that. But I do feel like there's a reason why that's not universal. I'm not filling in these holes. Is that a bad idea? Can monsters spawn in those? I mean, I get that it could be annoying just because it's annoying, but is it actually a problem? Because if it is, I can stop, but if it isn't, I don't think I'm gonna. Probably. Back to 62, I felt... it's weird. Yeah, that does look better. I do feel like it's a little bit square, though. Like the kind of rib cage is giving this nice arch, and then it just comes to a like square room. It feels... it's not ideal, I don't think. Ah. Okay. Would it look better rounded off? I can try it, I guess. And then we can decide on a color of the carpet. For the carpet, rather. Oh, gravel. Gravel's always fun. You know, I've actually got a lot of love for gravel. It's such a useful block. I've been doing a lot of nether stuff. I feel like I finally figured out how to actually properly mine in the nether. You know, I've been trying stubbornly to keep doing like normal strip mines, but with the lava pools and whatnot, I feel that might not be the play. And so I started to just like kind of go with the lava pools and just go around their perimeter, doing like kind of a mostly a strip mine kind of thing, but not a strict one, right? And suddenly like everything just started going way more smoothly. So I feel like that's the play. I feel like that's how you do it. Your feet need to be touching the scaffold in order to climb. I could see that making sense, probably. Huh. But yeah, this is good. This is better. This is undeniably a step forward. I'm also wondering what to do with that portal that I found underwater. Found, made, fixed, I guess. Yeah, that's just better. But it is a lot more obvious how square it is. Texture. Could I have beams, like wooden logs, running along the sides? Or would that be too much? I feel like that might be too much. Fences, maybe. Fences might work. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea, I think. Yeah, we're trying fences. Might not work. You know, trial and error. Things sometimes look better in your head than they do in real life. It's just how it is. Yeah, gravel. Gravel is useful, though. It is. I never really... Yeah. It is really useful. You can handle it properly. So, while I've... You know, the reason I grind so much, or like the reason I can do it, or the reason I like doing it, is because it's very good for me to do that while watching a stream or while doing something else. Listening to something in particular is always good to do when I'm like grinding. And I've been watching Secret Sleepover Society. I love Secret Sleepover Society. I mean, Jacob and Julia are great. I've been watching the Beacon Pines. The VODs have been coming out over time on YouTube. Oh, that game seems very good. That game seems very good. It's the kind of game that, like, now that I've watched, or, well, now that I am watching a Let's Play of it, or a playthrough of it, I feel like I don't need to play it myself, but it looks very good. It looks very good. It's been delightful so far. I also just love their voices for the characters. Anyone in the Dropy crew voice acting is always a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. I'll get that later, I guess. There we go. But yeah, I've been watching that. It's been very good. It's been very good. Some good bits. Just a good, comfortable, comfy playthrough. Man, I love the Dropy sense of humor and the like Secret Sleepover. You know, that group of people. They've definitely been very influential on my sense of humor. They've been going for so long. They've changed hosts, and I remember back when it was Nathan and Caldwell, and then they just got Jacob on occasionally, and it was like back and forth. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's not the right chest. This is. There we go. There we go. Okay. So I haven't done my full range of like vocal exercises today, but I did like a shortened version. I feel like it does make a difference. I get why people do them. I definitely understand why they're a thing. Because I have days where it's very hard to talk. Like I basically go nonverbal. Like almost. I don't know if it's exactly that, but I have days where it's just hard to talk. And, you know, that's not great for streaming, but doing those exercises actually does help. It actually does. Like, it shouldn't be surprising because obviously it makes sense, but I never considered that this thing that affected me so much could be, yeah, I don't know, it's a practice routine. I'm so used to practicing being like a piano thing or a music thing, and it being just a utility thing that I can do just because some everyday activity is hard for me. That's, I don't know, it's kind of been blowing my mind a little bit. I feel like my voice has been way better, like, in general since I started doing this, because it's been getting a lot more practice, a lot more use. I'm generally a quiet person, I find, in real life. I've had classmates for years that probably don't even know what my voice sounds like. I'm just a very quiet person in general. And there's nothing wrong with that, it's just, you know, interesting, because I do have a lot to say. I'm just kind of awkward around people. Which isn't too uncommon, I don't think. And especially now, these last couple of years, it's been very hard. I guess that's universal, pretty much. Almost. If not universal, then at least common enough to be understandable to most people. Man, I really did chop just enough wood here, didn't I? Like, I'm gonna have a little left over, but not too much. Huh. Oh, that's great. I was just guessing. And I mean, it's not perfect by any means. I could have chopped a little less wood, but that's pretty much exactly what I wanted. Huh. Just have 16 logs and 46 planks left. There we go. There we... Yeah, that's way better. That's way better. You know, thinking of, like, design elements, because I do think these are still too square. Now that the entire room is good. And I really like the depth here. This actually adds a lot to the room. I feel like I want something in this corner, but this is good. Armor stand, maybe? We'll see. Yeah, this is good. It's a little square, but it's good. It's a little square, but it's good. Oh yeah. Yeah. Just doing that with a shovel. That's not infuriating. Okay. Did that just sparkle? Oh. Okay, that's fine then. It's not like it matters if I'm just gonna be inside anyways. Like that. Like that. Yeah, good. I don't really even use that ladder anymore, though. that's better. So, as I was saying, could I do like deep slate? Just in case... Just in case the fences aren't as good as I hope they are. I also have those fences, right? Would those look nice? Oak fences are definitely not the play. That I... Yeah, no, I can't believe they would be. I can't make myself think that. Okay. Don't need to be too... 24 is enough to test. Let's check. That as one section. And like this. Is another section. Okay. Good. Now we'll see. Is that better? I'd say it's a definite improvement. I don't think it's... I think if nothing else looks better than that, then we're going with it. But I do think we could potentially do better. It does add some nice dimension. Can you get deep slate fences? Probably, right? Can you? Yeah, you can. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. You know, it's trial and error. You never know what's going to look good. You can have an inkling, but you're never going to be sure. Might be too solid, but then again, they're less solid than blocks would be. They're a little more textured. Potentially gives the whole thing a little bit more structure. I feel the wood fence gives it... It's a different vibe. It's definitely a different vibe. It's a little more forge-like. I think we're trying that. I'm not convinced. I want to see it more. It's not like... What are some other options? I could do the logs again. Yeah, I just feel like that would be too much. I just feel like that would be too many logs. I feel... You want to be careful repeating too many design elements too many times. That can get bland. Is that the look we're going for? It's interesting. I feel like it's slightly too much contrast. I feel like I'd want something that sticks out just a little less. Like, I do want it to be visible, but I do... This is kind of... it pulls focus too much, I feel. Which oftentimes I like. Not here, though. Something else, then. Something else. Something else. We can try the logs. I feel like that... At least at that point you're not risking it being too contrasty because it's already here. But... I'm not convinced logs are the play. I just don't... I should try it. I should give him a fair shake, I guess. that. Oh, pretty much like that. Mostly like that. I could do strip logs. Oh, I'm not sure if that's gonna look good. No, that's too dark. Let's try stripping them. Ooh, maybe. You know what? That might actually be it. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah. Yeah. I think we just found that. A little bit of trial and error, but we get there in the end. Don't we? Does mean I have to go out chopping more wood. Ah, of course. There we go. Yeah, that is the play. That is the play. Yeah, absolutely. We're doing that. Could I use another type of wood, potentially? I mean, I could, potentially, but would that be good? And I feel like the ladder situation is slightly awkward. There we go, 62, back up. Yeah, that just... little extra texture, little extra shape. Yeah. Yeah, better. Better. Coal. Got some gravel. Andesite. No, diorite. What's andesite? Okay, yeah. It's andesite. I need more storage as well. It's always something, isn't it? Always something. I don't know. Deep slate. We're pretty much decided not to do that. Could, like, if we're not going with a carpet, and I do still think carpet is an interesting idea, but we could do, like, different textures of deep slate. That might be interesting. I feel like that could work. Like a polished thing in the middle. Or we could go with marble or quartz brick and make sort of a checkerboard pattern. I feel like that. I don't think that would look good. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like that would look good. I feel like checkerboard works really well. I love a good checkerboard. I don't think it's right here. I don't think it's correct for this specific kind of thing. Yeah, no, those logs just add a little bit of something. And I could have them run along this. That might make the ladder work better. Might make the elevator work better. Hello? Good. Good. More trees. More trees. Let's go back to the same spot. This is good. Now, the thing I want to make around the portal, I'm thinking like BioShock, I'm thinking Rapture. That's kind of where my mind goes. I think BioShock has honestly influenced my sense of aesthetics a lot. I don't know how obvious that is. Probably not super obvious, actually. It used to be pretty obvious. I have a lot more different sources of inspiration now. That's how you build a style. That's how you build an art style. It's just combining a lot of different influences, and eventually you'll get somewhere. It's just the way you like to do things. It's what comes naturally. Everyone has an art style. But I feel like Rapture would be a good... I mean, it's such an obvious choice, but it's just such a good one as well. It just works. Rapture is just a very good template for like an underwater city. Who wouldn't want like an Art Deco glass underwater city? If you're going to be underwater, glass. Come on, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's... I see the thought process that got them there. I have done things like that in the past, though, and I know that it isn't necessarily going to be as easy as all that. First of all, you need to clear all the water. That's a job. That's a bit of work. That I'm gonna have to do regardless, though. That's gonna be, like, a thing no matter what I end up building. So that shouldn't deter me. But glass. To get glass, I need sand, and I have not found a desert yet. We could go out exploring today. We could. Potentially. I did found... I found that one thing, but I think that was a beach when I was moving houses. I think that was a beach. Or did I not end up actually going there? I don't actually remember. I think I didn't go there. And if I did, I do think it was a beach, because I don't remember an actual desert. There's so many biomes now. I've never seen a mesa, I don't think. That would be interesting. That'd be an interesting biome to see. 56. How many logs do I think I need? I think I better just be safe. I'll get enough. There'll be enough. You know, speaking of BioShock, I've also done a lot of, like, sky cities. I used to do that a lot. That's, like, one of my go-tos. It's just very easy to make a sky city look good, because the fact that it's in the sky already kind of works as a design element. You know, it's like having bangs, right? You don't really need to do much with your hair if you have bangs, because it's like already kind of a look. A city being in the sky is already kind of an interesting thing about that city, so it doesn't need to be too intricate otherwise. I mean, you could still put as much effort as you want into it, but like, at least you're already, like... I feel like it's a set of checkboxes. Like, how many interesting things are people going to notice about this thing you're building? And I'm not saying that, like, you can't do as many as you want. You can do as many interesting design choices as you want. I think that's completely fair. And I like that. I'm a maximalist sometimes. I get maximalism. But sometimes you also do want to balance. Yeah, those are so tall. It just feels like there's, like, Like, they should fall over, you know? Can you make bamboo blocks? Could I do, like, bamboo wallpaper or something? Oh, that could be very pretty. Potentially. That. Okay, good. Oh. Yeah, because I built this one more than the other. Of course I did. I like the sounds. It's a small touch, and I feel like a lot of people... Well, I feel like everyone's gonna notice it slightly, but I think it's like mostly subconscious. But the fact that they played a couple different sounds, that helps a lot. It's the exact same sound over again. Like every single time you place a block, it does get... I don't know if tedious is the right word, but you do start to notice, right? No matter what a noise is, if you hear it a lot of times, then it starts... there's something about repetition that just makes sounds go weird. I think. Can you still make planks out of stripped wood? You should be able to, right? Be weird if you couldn't. That'd be really weird. That'd be really weird. I've also been thinking about consoles because my PC is getting kind of old at this point. I've had it for years. And it's not like I have to upgrade it yet, but like I've been thinking about it, potentially. And I've been thinking about like maybe I want to get a console. I haven't really done video game consoles since I was a kid though. Like I had a DS, I had a Game Boy Advance, I think. Like I've done a couple of consoles, but yeah, and I had a PSP as well. And I've had a couple, like I had an N64, I had a Wii. Anything else? Anything else? I think that's probably it. I think that's probably it. I don't know. I've never been much of a console gamer, I don't think. I know a lot of my friends had Switches at one point. Or, well, they still do, but you know, how to put this? Friends that I hung out with a lot more during a specific period of my life. Played a lot of Smash during that time. That was nice. But I feel like it was probably nice largely because of the social aspect. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Oh my god. It's just way better. Yeah. We're getting there. Now, let's see if... I might not even have enough. Oh my god. We'll see. a social aspect, there's nothing wrong with a game like that, but you do need people to play with that to be interesting. I don't really have that too much currently. Well, I guess I do. I just never. I'm not super good at engaging with people like that. Feels kind of unnatural for me. But I don't know. Would a Switch be worth it? I've been seeing a lot of like Splatoon. I follow a lot of Hollow Pro talents, as you probably guessed by now. Right? And a lot of the JPs specifically have been playing a lot of Splatoon. A lot of Splatoon. Like, Fubuki has been playing a ton of Splatoon. She's been really going at it. And that's nice. They're easy streams to watch, I find. Good little bit of, like, Japanese practice as well. Do I like that? Do I like that? I don't think I do. Potentially, if I move this wall a little bit. Potentially. Like that. You know, there are certain streams that work better for learning a language than others. Because it is definitely about, like, quantity over quality, and it's also definitely about frequency over quality. Though you should have some level of quality on, like, the material you're using to learn a language. It depends a little bit on how far along you are, though. I find. Like, using extremely difficult material when you're just a beginner, it's a little hard. Using extremely rudimentary material when you're pretty far along, that's also, like, not ideal. And I find that I work best when I'm, for example, Ollie did a stream with Miyavi today? Earlier today? Yesterday? Like, not that long ago. And I think that's a pretty good level, right? Because Ollie definitely knows how to speak Japanese, right? She definitely knows that language, but she's not native. So I find that it tends to be slightly simpler to follow her and whoever's talking to her than it would be a native speaker, because, you know, they're going slightly easy on each other. Not super easy, but, like, just a little simpler than it might have been if they were both native. I find that helps. That helps. That's not to say anything, like, about Ollie's Japanese abilities, because she is very good at that language. She can definitely talk. She can definitely speak. She's certainly better than I am. By a very, very wide margin. But I do find that, like, it's a little simpler than when just two Japanese streamers talk to each other, and that just helps a bit. I'm not convinced I like this. I'm not convinced I like this little pew thing. And obviously I need some more light here as well. Let's see. simple enough. That's just extending the kind of pattern. One more. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have enough. Okay, let's see. It's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here. And that's a 2e, so that's a 1, right? Yeah, that looks better. I feel like I want something on this wall, though. Not sure what, but I feel like something could be over there. Something. Wall of furnaces, or maybe a window? I don't know how close to, like, the side of the hill I am. But yeah, this obvious improvement. Obvious improvement. This is miles better. I feel like I shouldn't do it here, though. Yeah, no, I think that's correct. Not to do that. Where is my skeleton stuff? That's nether, right? No? This one. 30 arrows. Oh, man. If I could just get a skeleton spawner, that would be nice. That would be very nice. Zombie. Yeah, because I already have holes somewhere. I should make a proper system and not just faff about with it as much as I do. There's like almost a system, but just kind of close enough that it seems like maybe. But yeah, I enjoy this room a great deal now. This is way better. This is way better. Let's see, do I have any red flowers? Do I have any roses? I don't see why I would. I don't see why I would. Blue? Blue is wrong for this. If it's gonna work, then it's gonna be red. And if red doesn't work, then it's not gonna work. It's kind of my thought. Right? Either it works with red or it doesn't work. Oh man. I have to go to the toilet. My bladder is... I'm so sorry. Yeah, we're... 1 second, I'll be back. We'll do sheep stuff. Okay, I'm back. So, sheep. If I'm doing sheep, then that means fences. I don't need as big a pen for, like, specifically red sheep, though. I don't. Milk. Oh, perfect. Good. Want a fence gate. It's like this, right? Yeah. Good. It's the wrong color. Doesn't matter much. I have options. I have options. So let's first build the pen and then go looking for a red flower. Ah! You over there. Come on. Come on, my man. Why? And they're usually in groups of 3, right? I feel like groups of 3. This area would be okay. Oh yeah, the one that escaped. Nice, of course. Good for you. That's the one that kind of bumped and tumbled in. I feel like I want to move that. I feel like it should be a pun, like pun on like clock and quantum, like something like that. Quantum. That's more than enough. It's more. That's plenty. That's plenty. Come on. What a disaster. Come on. I think you really like this one, don't you? Boy, do you really want that. Don't you? Yeah, that's gonna be enough. some red there. I do really want to go on more of a proper adventure. Do I want bees? I might want bees. Bees would be nice. So what animals do I have now? I have cows, I have sheep, and I have chickens. I don't really feel much of a desire to have pigs. I could, I guess. I don't really need them. I don't see why I would. Fine, I guess. Yellow. Yellow could also work. Yellow could also work. Potentially orange, probably. How many? 3? No, just 1. Oh. I thought you got 3 per every. Ah. But also my bed is white. Do I want to make it red or something? Classic Minecraft bed. Ooh, pink. Lilac? One of those. Horse. Do I want horses? I feel like horses are such a limited use. I feel like horses are like... I don't know. I've always felt like they were a bit of a weird addition. Especially once you add electrics into the mix and it just becomes like... I don't know, it feels pointless, almost. Oh, this is a good spot if I want to build something, though. Cathedral, or a tower, or... like a village? I could build a village. That's one thing I liked to do. I did it a lot back in the day, just build, like, castles and villages, and... yeah. Building is really fun in this game when you have ideas. It does require a little bit of, like, thinking, but it's really nice. 15. 15 red dye. I think that's enough. I don't think it's a safe number. I think it's potentially enough. Oh, it's gonna be nighttime before I get back. It is what it is. That's fine. I can fight. I do also want to do, like, bosses at some point, like an Ender Dragon and a Wither, potentially a Warden. I've never... I know basically nothing about the Warden, though. I know basically nothing about the Warden. Oh, and there's an underwater boss as well, right? That might be fun. I think I'd like that. I think I'd love to find an underwater temple. Can you find sponges? Those are in chests, right? You don't make those, you just find them. Oh man, I remember back in the day when you did sponges in water and they just sucked out entire areas and you used them. And, like, back before survival was even a thing. Oh man, that was fun. Oh, bee. Love bees. Actually, what? Wait. Particle effects. So you're like, you're full of pollen right now, aren't you? Cute. So I mentioned that I did like a horror movie, Halloween movie type thing during October, like spooky movies, not necessarily horror, but you know, some horror stuff. And I've kind of just kept going into November. And I watched Candyman yesterday, I think. I was not expecting that to be so good. The original, that is 92, 91, something like that. Not the remake. The remake is the reason I watched the original, right? Because I want to watch the remake, but I want to have the context going into it. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting from that movie, but that movie actually kind of hit me in a way. That movie actually... I don't know. This happened a couple times lately. I also watched Mad God, and I was not expecting that to... I don't know. I was expecting that to be an interesting but weird movie, but then I saw it and it was just... good. I just really legitimately enjoyed it. And then Candyman? I was expecting to have the same reaction I have to a lot of like slashers and horror movies, which is just like, yeah, okay, yeah, that was a fine movie, right? But it was actually so good. It was actually so good. I really enjoyed Candyman. Excited to watch the new one. That's Jordan Peele, right? I think so. Jordan Peele's great. Jordan Peele's great. I also watched Wendell and Wild. Just Jordan Peele and Michael Keegan Key. You know, classic duo, but oh, that's so good. And the guy who did Coraline as well, I think. Or am I remembering that wrong? I misremembering. I think that's the Coraline people. I think that's the Coraline people. It was really good. By any means, anyways, it was really good. It was really good. I really enjoyed Wendell and Wild. It was a bit of a weird one, though. It was a bit of a weird one. It didn't go to the places I expected it to go, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just like I don't know. It was good. It was good and surprising, and that doesn't like I feel like I have enough of a grasp of how movies work that like it's not that I can always predict the plot twists or whatever, but I feel like I have enough of like grasp how movies work that I can kind of see things coming, kind of. And Wendell and Wild did not go in the directions I was expecting it to go. Not that it subverted my expectations perfectly either, because it was still just like, I don't know, the structure of that movie was just like weird. Not in a bad way at all. I really enjoyed it. But interesting. It's just interesting. And it was really cool. It was very stylish. Really enjoyed it. What's the name? Oh man, I should really her boots, her shoes. Oh man, I want a pair of those. Those were really cool. Her boots were great. Honestly, her entire character design was incredible. Loved. Like, honestly, every character design was incredible. Let's just try this out without committing too hard. I do think red is the only color that could work here. If it's not red, then I don't know. Do I want like a 2 buffer? Like that, maybe? I mean, there's a 3 buffer there, but I feel like I don't want it to be like a wall-to-wall carpet. I want it to be like I love the room kind of thing. Because I do want the bricks to be visible. That's a little bright. That's a little bright. I don't want it to be brown, but maybe slightly less saturated. I'm gonna have to try this more. If I'm gonna make... Yeah, maybe do a little bit of a... Oh, that might be it. That might be it. That might actually be it. If I do, like, rounded edges or something. Or maybe it's not a continuous carpet. Maybe I do. There's something here. There's something to do with the design of the carpet that I think I could make it work. I think I could make it work. I don't think it works currently, but I think I could make it work. I think it's worth trying. Dirt. So much dirt. And eggs. Huh. Okay, but we've got a sheep farm up and running, so I'll probably be going at that off stream. That's nice. What else? Do I want to start doing the underwater portal? I have some design ideas, but... Okay, but what if it's not Rapture? What if it's like... No, it should be Rapture Aquarium. Everything I'm thinking requires glass at some level. So I think it's time for a little bit of a trip somewhere. I have a bed, don't I? Somewhere I have a bed. Somewhere I have a bed. And just in case, I also want to bring like obsidian and a lighter. Maybe the one I'm already using, though. I don't have any obsidian. It is what it is. It is what it is. Crying obsidian, yeah. Can I bring the tools to make some obsidian? Oh no, I have two. I have two obsidian. If I get lucky, that might be enough, but that's not... You never know if you get lucky with those things. Bring a couple buckets. Some good lava and water things. Boat. 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 We want a boat. Where would I put my boat? That's not even... Like, I don't care that much. It's just a weird thing to... Huh. I want to repair my tools before I go. Might be an idea. And also the tools are getting slightly more expensive to repair. My shoes... I feel like I could repair my pickaxe, but My axe? Nah. 18. Man, that's steep. That's steep. It's very, very steep for a pickaxe. I have to get mending soon. I have to get mending. That was slower than usual. Interesting. We'll put these up here because they're like just in case. Just in casesies. Let's see, I've already traveled that way a little bit, but I came from that way when I moved, so... That way, maybe? Don't think I've seen too much that way. Let's go that way. Might be something interesting there. You never know. Which way would this be? If the sun is setting there, that's west. East, west. And then... let me just think. If that's west, then this is north, right? I think so. Yeah, this is north then. Ugh. I have enough food? Yeah, 39 steaks. That should be enough for a bit. I have enough inventory space. That's always such a tricky balance to strike, right? You want to have enough inventory space to actually get something out of a trip, but you also don't want to... You don't want to be underprepared in case you find something interesting. That's where ender chests and shulker boxes come in, I guess. Rain's just good. Rain's just good. Now, I have trouble sleeping sometimes, and I find that... Oh yeah, that's right. I find that, like, having a sound to focus on, that tends to help. It tends to help. Rain is a good sound for that. I like thunderstorms, though. Definitely like thunderstorms. And, you know, I've lived in a couple different places, and whenever I live, like, close enough to a street that I get that constant, like, hum of traffic, like a main street, that's also a good sound to focus on. That's also a very good sound to focus on. This is gorgeous. Should I have written down the coordinates? Potentially. If I can find my way back here, that's fine. Let's just do that. 832, 71, 102. Nice. Also, showing you just how much of a beef master my PC is. It is what it is, right? That was risky. Why the fuck did I just do that? I didn't even... Huh. Leap of faith. I don't generally do stuff like that. That was... Yeah. I'm due for some sort of... Well, I don't play games that are super intensive. I've been noticing my computer slowing down a little lately. And I mean, it's obviously not gonna last forever. It never was. It's been going for years now. How many years has it been working for me? It's been a good while, actually. It's been a good while. It's actually... It's at least 5 years at this point, I think. Maybe about 5 years? I legitimately don't know. Portal! Yay! There we go. No lava, though. No lava. Oh! Speak of the devil. Oh man, that's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. Nice. Don't know how much I need. I'll bring a little bit. I didn't have any up the top. Is it tall enough, though? Is a question. Ask. It's okay, though. I have efficiency 4 or whatever. So it's not as tedious as it could be. No, it's honestly fine. Ooh. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Do people actually use the naturally spawning nether portals as like I'm doing, or is that just a weird me thing? Because I feel like that's probably how they are intended. Right? Yeah, 20 is enough. 20 is definitely enough. It's gonna be enough if I find more portals. And I do, of course, want to just step through it just to see where I end up. I have, like, a suspicion. Is it gonna be as far as, like, the basalt? No, the Soul Valley? Is it that far? Might be in the Soul Sand Valley. Possibly. None of that is super interesting. Thorns is fine. Thorns is fine. I don't want to build with obsidian. I also don't want to ruin this island if it's going to be one of my hubs. You know what I mean? Like that. I have a few building blocks. More than enough. More than enough. Don't accidentally step in lava. A magma block is fine, but lava? No. No thank you. Oh yeah. I do really like the designs of these. That's 3. I think that should be enough. I do wish there was a little bit of, like, crying obsidian, though. Crying obsidian is gorgeous. Now, let's see. Portal time. It's portal time. They're, like, frequent enough that they're very useful, right? Oh. Over here. I think I know which forest this is. Roughly. I'll figure that one out. It's a portal, at least. It's a portal, so now we have one. Now we have an extra spot we can go to, and we were already doing, like, kind of a hub, like a path, like system of paths and roadways and stuff. be too bad. Temple? Or shipwreck? What is that? That's something. Looks like a temple. Oh man. I don't really have any equipment to go into it, but now I have a portal right next to a temple. It's actually perfect. That is actually perfect. Yeah, I should not engage with that right now. I don't think. Man, I am actually feeling it a little bit in my throat. Ooh? Oh, that's the same. What? Aren't those biomes just really common on this seed? Or... Huh. It's interesting. It seems like it's just a little bit of an island. Oh, there is music. Okay, I thought I was going. I thought my mind was playing tricks on me there. It sometimes does. Sometimes I hear music that isn't there. That's neither here nor there, though. Don't need to go into that. It's peaceful. Is that a structure? That might be something. Looks like it might be something. Or is it just an island? That does look like something, doesn't it? Is it a portal again? What is that? Portal? I don't... Drowned fortress. Here we have a tiny mycelium island. Trident? Trident. Where? Where? There we go. I love trident. Ouchie, wouchie. Ow. Ow. Oh, that looks very cool. Drowned. They're kind of powerful. Let's just sleep. Can I sleep? Yeah, I can. Cheeky. Ouch. Let me just eat my beef. Let me just eat my beef in peace. There we go, there we go. Now I'm happy. Oh, because you obviously catch fire as well. Oh, yes. There we go. Another trident on my first try. That's actually really lucky. That is actually really fucking lucky. Man. Streamer luck is actually real. Who'd have thought? So there are a couple interesting things you can get on your trident. You can get loyalty, so it comes back. But you can also get, what else? You can also get the lightning strike thing. It's back that way, right? And if you get the lightning strike thing, then... yeah, that's cool. You can get supercharged creepers. I think I talked about this before. Do supercharged creepers do anything? Other than just explode real bad? I don't feel like they do. Do I even care about records? Record players? Is that a structure right there? Oceans are pretty big. Unsurprisingly, maybe, but you don't really consider it before you are on one. Is that something? So hard to tell when you just got the silhouettes. Oh, something. I will say, though, that the ocean is way more interesting than it used to be. Ship. It's nice. If I can only find a portal here, just one tiny little portal, that would be amazing. That would be perfect. That would be perfect. Donkey? Ah, love donkeys. But this has been a pretty good trip so far. What'd you say? I have a trident? Already? Sure. Sure. That's something. I'm just excavating this ship now. Archaeologist. Jungle wood. I'd like to find a jungle. If you could give me a jungle, I'd be very pleased. Yeah, that's nothing. Let's just leave that, honestly. Carrots, sure. Mysterious stew? No. Suspicious? No. Who cares? Who cares about the stew? This is good for my glass, though. I can make glass with this. Just like I wanted, everything is actually coming together. That's very nice. Ah, donkey. Would still love a dozen. Oh, books. Oh, that's always nice. Buried treasure. Good. We love some buried treasure. Where is this? Not sure. It's usually pretty close by, though, right? Yeah, it's here somewhere. Larver. That was actually a good way. Oh, village. Man, if I can only find just one portal. I just want a portal on this island. So I don't have to travel the ocean every single time. I mean, I guess I could make one, but I like the naturally occurring ones. I'm very glad I drank my milk. I'm very glad I couldn't handle a raid right now. Green stained windows? Nice. Nice. Wait, am I going... Is it actually not this way? Is it this way? Might be this way. But I thought... Yeah, okay. Okay. Directions are important. But I was right if the map is oriented like most standard maps, then I am going southwards right now, which means I was going northwards when I thought I was. Drowned Fortress again? That's so cool. It's very cool. It's very cool. Almost kicked my ass first time now, so I feel like I'm just gonna bypass it right now. Just hope for a portal. Just hope for a portal. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, underwater? Sure, I can swim. Dolphin. This is over here. Here-ish. Could it be under the stone, or would it just be straight down? I feel like it probably would be under the stone, right? There we go. Are dolphins a speed boost or a breathing boost? Like that, and then up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Great, and then back. Did I see a portal thingy? I don't think I did. So now that's the main thing I want. That's the main thing I want. Just a quick way back here. Not gonna be too much of an issue, I don't think. There we go. Drowns are actually really hard. It's because underwater combat is a little awkward. I mean, Minecraft combat in general isn't necessarily the most amazing fight system in the world, just from the get-go, so obviously doing it underwater is just not doing it any favors. Is that I think it's just that I keep hoping for it, so now I'm just seeing portals everywhere. But they are more common than I thought. They are more common than I thought they'd be. Oh, and it's a proper living village. That's so nice. I don't think I'm gonna raid it or anything. It's just nice to know it's here. Rotten flesh, that's nice. Iron golem. Oh yeah, you can dye leather. That's also a cool thing. Doesn't end up making much of a difference though, because you don't really end up using leather ever. But it's such a cool idea. I like that. I wish dyed netherite armor. I don't know. That sounds silly, but I do kind of wish there was something, you know? Portal, please. I would love a portal near this village. Doesn't need to be right by it, just kind of close. Just kind of close. I could, of course, just make one. If I can't find one in a reasonable amount of time, I will just end up. How about that? How about that? But I do want to explore. I'd rather just use one if there is one. I don't mind it being a little bit of a walk. That just... Ugh. Nice. That's this song again. This piece, this track. Oh, Birchwood Forest, that's cool. And there are some tall trees there. Could that be a jungle? Not the one I live in, but the one that right next to it, with the tall spruce or tall dark oak, whatever it's called. Oh, it's one of those. Yeah. Magic mushroom forest. That sounds. Yeah. Those are cool. I love those. I've just been seeing a lot more of those than are common. Like, have I been lucky? Or are they as common as I think they are now? Because I feel like, with the frequency I've seen them, one should probably start showing up soon. It's my gut feeling. That's something I've been wanting to do. I really enjoy that game, even if I'm not the best at it anymore. I used to be okay. Though I'd never really fully beat it. Is it interesting to watch me play that game? I just have to wonder because I don't get very far every run. Like, I have beaten 2 bosses in 2 streams, which isn't super bad, I don't think. It's definitely not, like, impressive, but I don't know. Is that within, like, reasonable expectations, or am I being, like, frustratingly slow? Or do I make up with that with my talking? I don't know. I haven't actually watched those streams back. I've watched a lot of my other streams back, trying to kind of figure out what works, what doesn't work, what kind of stuff is actually interesting to watch. But, you know, I haven't watched those particular ones. I should do that at some point, shouldn't I? I should. Yeah, I'll probably... I've made a couple more thumbnails, though. That's one of the good things about having had some time off is, like, I've got a lot of thumbnails in the chambers ready to go. It's very nice to not have to do that when I want to stream, right? Just set aside some time for it, and then just... when you want to stream, it's there. And I can just use it. That's nice. Yoop. So many bees. What can you get out of bees? You can get honey, which you can use to make honey blocks, which are good for redstone, I think. They're, like, pretty good for redstone, I think. Certain kinds of redstone, like moving machines and maybe others. Similar to, like, slime blocks, but opposite. Or, like, yeah, no, they're like slime blocks, but different. I've been wondering if I want to get into redstone doing this. I feel like I could get pretty good at redstone if I wanted to. I used to like it. I used to like doing it, but it's gotten a bit more complicated. I remember the last redstone component I really tried to understand was the comparator. And it's not that I couldn't understand it, it's just that I never really put in the time to do so. And so I kind of... that's roughly when I fell off the Minecraft wagon, I think. Which isn't a problem, per se, it's just... there's a bit more stuff here. You have those sound sensors, do you? Where's that next update? Oh, they should be in now, right? The skull sensors or whatever. Can you make something interesting with those? Has anyone actually made something cool? Like a sound-activated door, but can you distinguish between player sounds and anything else? I don't know how I would do that. I don't think I know enough about how those work to figure that one out. It would be nice to have a door that opens automatically, though. And I guess you could do, like, pressure plates, but it's cooler if there aren't any. Turtles. Nice. Cool. Let's look at the sunset. Do you have, like, a favorite bed direction. Because I like to orient my beds so that my head is facing north and my legs are facing south. I don't know. It's just kind of always been a thing where I try to orient my bed like that. It's not super important, and I've definitely, like, I'm fine sleeping in other directions. It's just a thing I tend to, like, try to do. It just feels correct somehow. I guess it's because it's how I slept when I was a kid. I guess you end up making a lot of those weird arbitrary rules when you're a kid. Something just becomes a thing because it was a thing, and like... I bet there are a lot of interesting, like, sleeping rules for different people. Like, oh, my bed has to be like this, or like that. I prefer having my bed facing north. Is it facing north if that's the direction my head is in? Or is that facing south? Ah, there we go. Perfect, that's actually perfect. Oh, lava. You always got me there, Larver. Let's go. Make that slightly less dangerous. Oh, more obsidian, even. That's nice. Mending! That's not the kind of tool I'd want mending on. Well, doesn't matter much, does it? Like that. Bada bing, bada boom. There we go. There we go. Then we'll just have to figure out where we are together. Yeah, we're actually in a place. That's nice. But are we in the... No. Kind of? Not really, though? I don't know exactly where we are, but we might be somewhere familiar. Yeah, this shouldn't be too far off known areas, I don't think. This should not be too far off of stuff I know. 107, 51, negative 212. Good. And I feel like if I just reduce... It's very unsafe going through this, though. This is a very unsafe biome, but I feel like this is the basalt delta, right? This is the one. This is the one where I generally tend to spend a lot of my time in. So I feel like I could probably just... one of the biggest environmental dangers in the Nether, and I am at risk of losing everything now that I got a trident. I don't have anything I couldn't potentially replace outside of that trident, but I'd rather not. I'd rather not have to. Digging because lava flows very quickly here. You never know when there's lava behind a block. Oh, we can't be that far off, can we? This is kind of nerve-wracking. Which means it's doing its job. That's what the Nether is, right? It's hell. It's supposed to be a little nerve-wracking. It's supposed to make you feel bad about being there. Should I move my way a little bit as well? Yeah, probably. That. I don't think I'm too far off something. I think I can definitely reach something because it's just in the hundreds, and I know that's not too far off. I know roughly the coordinates. Not perfectly, but I feel like being in the hundreds are, like, that's fine. I'm just in the negatives too much. And then it's obviously also coming back, but now I know that it's here. It helps so tremendously. Right. It's fine. I want you to kill me. I want you to be the thing I die to. I want you to be the thing I lose my judgment to. Come here. Come here. Come here. Jump. Good. Well done. Because I don't recognize this. It's the trouble, I don't recognize this. Can't trust anything. Fortress? Is that the fortress? Is that the same one, or is it a new one? Because if it's a new one, then I really don't know where I am. Good. Quick reaction times. Make that not be too much of an issue. That's nice. If that's the fortress, then no, I don't think that's the same one. I don't think that's the same one. In which case I really am kind of lost. That's not what I wanted. 220. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like I want to go this way and that way. Like this direction, roughly. I need some blocks, though. Cast. just make it very, very, very very safe. Extra safe. Oh, that's all the torches I have. Sweet. Such a bad idea. Why didn't I just travel by boat? Boat would have been safer. Boat would have been safer, but I am so close. I am legitimately so close. And my hat broke. My hat broke. What do I do then? That's a bad thing to do, though. It's a bad thing. Can I go mining from here? God, I actually can. Do I have wood? Do I have wood? Cannot make a crafting table, but there are trees over here. This is kind of ridiculous. This is kind of ridiculous. I cannot. Okay. I need for a helmet. No, least I can do is shoes. That's 4 ingots. I have 1. I need 3. 3 times 9 is 27. I can do, yeah, 27. That's more than I have. So that's, but no, that's okay. Paper I have. Seaweed I have. Kelp. I mean, so I can get some netherrack so I can build some stuff. Perfect. Looking perfect. Now I just need to rush to the forest. I need 1 block of wood. That's gonna be enough to build a crafting table. While building a crafting table, I'm instantly going to craft 3 pieces. Okay, nothing can get me here except ghasts. Don't be too arrogant. Don't look at Enderman. And also have space in your inventory. So many things to remember. So many things. 5 coal, I can do without. Good. Holy shit. This is a weird survivalist situation. I'm not super used to this. I can make a helmet. That's nice. Oh, that is actually kind of ridiculous. Oh, nice. This is gonna hurt me if I don't fix it. No. Actually felt So now we just try to make another pillar around here. So, that actually acts as more of a beacon than anything I can construct deliberately. That is better than I can do by myself. It's fine. Well, by myself, I did that by myself, I guess. Better than anything I can do on purpose. The music is actually really hoping I feel inspired right now. I am conquering this. Should not get cocky. That's how you die. In this place. In a way that I like. I don't want to build, that's precarious. Ideally, I'd like to be able to dig or walk. Walking would be preferable. Building. I'll take anything I can get at this point. Oh, fuck yes. There we go. There we go. Just don't get cocky on the home stretch. That would be a bad way to go. That would be very, very frustrating. This is the original one, isn't it? This is the original one. Oh man. It's so nice. It's so nice. So if I have the original one here, then the new one isn't far off. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's just a matter of remembering that. Building a little bit of a proper way between them. Well, I took down the coordinates, didn't I? So I can make... Yeah, I can make one of these pathways. Yeah, I can. Well, that's actually perfect, yeah. That's actually perfect, so I have a quick way to get across. Can I use boats and ice in the nether? I know that's a very quick way to travel, but... Oh man. Just look at that. that far off. Was not that far off. This portal's nice. Nether's nice. It's hard, but it's nice. It's hard, but it's very nice. Now, can we construct a way between them? Put away some of my stuff. Let's see. Nether stuff should be really easy because it's not a lot. Too much of it. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yeah, should be fine. Iron, copper, lapis, diamond, gold, nuggets, quartz, that goes in the nether chest. Sand, do I have a place for that? Not really, no. Haven't really been finding sand yet. Carrot, don't have space for that. Flint. Yeah, sure. Heart of the Sea. I have one of those already upstairs, I think. Fish. That's fine. TNT. That's fine. Fish. That's fine. This one I want to go upstairs. This one I want to go upstairs. This one I want to go upstairs. This is another chest. These two I want to go upstairs. This one I don't need here. This one I want to go upstairs. Nice. Nice. Nice, that's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. Okay, good, good, good. This one in here. I am going to have to make some more torches. I am going to have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. I want to keep streaming for a bit more. See you. And I'm back. I am realizing that I'm getting more use out of that loading screen than I ideally would have wanted. It is what it is. I can't really control my bodily needs. Yeah. Yeah, I know it. who cares, you know? Who cares? At the end of the day, I just need to do what I need to do. Okay, I need torches. Do I have torches? I might have a couple torches upstairs. I don't know. Yeah, stack. That should be fine. Probably. Do I need anything else? Ladders. Ooh, I should have ladders, absolutely. And I should have some gravel. 3 stacks, plenty. Ladders, yeah. Let's just make a whole bunch of ladders. They are exceptionally useful in the Nether. When you're building stuff. Just really good to have. 51, is that gonna be enough? Maybe, maybe not. Not too big a deal, I feel. Lighter is always a good idea when you're going to the Nether. Of course. Though at this point I have enough portals that it's very unlikely I'm gonna get completely stuck. You know what I mean? Like, I would have to get very unlucky. I would have to get very unlucky for every single portal to be destroyed. Flash forwards in like 2 hours when all my portals are destroyed because of ghasts. Yeah, sure. I did take down the coordinates, right? I think I did. Yeah. Yeah, I believe that was in the Nether, right? So I want to go to 107. That's pretty much where I am. Negative 212. Negative 212 is this direction. Yeah. Not that far. Not that far. Honestly, not that far. I wasn't expecting it to be, but you know. Exactly how far you're digging when you're just melting through the blocks. Should be careful this is safe. It's a lot safer. Good. Stairs. I also have a really hard time knowing exactly how far apart I space my torches in the Nether. Looks like it doesn't get as dark down here. Is the Nether down? I mean, it would be reasonable to assume because it's such a obvious parallel to like hell, but you are not actually traveling in like a downward direction when you're... There's no reason to. I guess it just feels like it's downwards. That's probably cultural, right? So hereabouts. Hereabouts. Yeah. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. I'm getting very close. I didn't even check the other coordinates. 118? 100, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. That's not even a problem. It's just the fact that I'm far up. Yeah, I might have to go back and make some more ladders. Not too much of a hassle though. I have the wood. And I am carrying the magmas. Could I potentially hit a lava pool doing this? There we go. Let's do... There we go. It's not exactly here, but it's close enough that this is a good spot for a ladder, I think. Ah, yeah. Yeah, there we go. It's basically perfect. That is basically perfect. Cast. No? Okay. I don't actually... I could stand to use my brain a little more sometimes. You know? Every now and then. That's very good. That is very good. It's actually perfect. Oh. Not too far off, either. Nether really is, like, designed for fast travel. It's very obvious. I never used to do these things, but now... Yeah, I think the choice of adding portals spawning in randomly, that was actually a stroke of genius, because now I'm actually using the portals as intended. Hermitcraft did have like a portal hub at some point too, right? Tango made one, I think. That really impressive library. touched Hermitcraft in a long while. Not properly. I think I saw some Season 6 stuff. And I think I followed the start of whatever season is happening right now, but... it's good. It's good. It is good. I don't even feel like I need a bump with ice here. It's almost not even worth it. It's so quick. Very interesting about two dimensions being connected in this weird spatial way where it's just like where the overworld is just bigger than the nether. But like not necessarily bigger, but like they have a very interesting relationship. It's just fascinating to me how those two are connected. Like that. I just need 4 ladders. Is that gonna be enough? Maybe I want to be safe though. Yeah, that's pretty safe, I think. Can you make ladders out of nether wood? Wood and the other one? I mean, I guess they're not technically wood. They're mushrooms or something, but could you? I think you could, right? Probably. My question is, will using this system of transportation make everything feel less connected? Because I'm not traversing the overworld as much. I'm just going into the nether and... might make everything feel less connected. That is a real possibility. I don't know. And also, I've been doing this from the overworld and then connecting it to the nether. Would it be worth doing the other way around? Like connecting, like finding it, you don't get naturally spawning portals in the nether, do you? But would it be worth finding like interesting landmarks in the nether and then making portals into the overworld? Because at that point you're probably, like you're likely traveling way further in the overworld. Because obviously traveling in the nether is faster, so if you're exploring the nether and using that as kind of your basis for... might be interesting. Might be interesting means you get just random portals, but... somewhere. So always a gas somewhere. Oh, I don't like that. Have I actually managed to Yeah, I managed to actually just get the deepest point I could have. A little further that way, and I wouldn't have needed nearly as much gravel. Oh, that's the problem. Gravel I have enough. Yeah. Okay, just a random musical sting. That's fine. Go. Build a platform, just a little bit of a platform. Just enough of a platform. You feel safe and secure. At least just a bit. Don't need to explore too much right now. I can open this up later. Right now, I just want access to the portal. And that is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Secure it just a bit. Just a tiny little bit. There we go. There we go. It's a new portal. Connected to the network of portals. Do I want to make this a proper tube? I kind of do. I kind of feel like I do. Kind of want to make this an actual protected tube. So it can be a little less scared of guests. Like that. Just feels a lot safer, you know? Just feels a lot safer. That. Yeah. Yeah. Now we're just gonna be doing this. Right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like that. Perfect. It's actually perfect. That's gorgeous. Yes. would like to connect the other one as well. Of course. For that I need more ladders though. And I need to figure out the exact coordinates. Now, do I even need to connect that to that network? Because I have like a bridge that is fairly close to it. So I feel like I could just kind of connect it to that. But seeing as I already have kind of an above ground, or like ceiling network, I don't know. It feels weird. I want to connect it somehow, at least. But it being so close to that, like the original portal, means that it's very close to my original base as well. Well, maybe not super close, but it's like not that far off at least. Which is very interesting. Which is very interesting. No food. Okay, so I might want to make this a boat ice thing if that's possible. I might want to make it something like that. I'm just thinking. Sheep farm specifically. I've expanded the network into a new place that I also explored. I got a trident. I have actually done some stuff today. Yeah, this is just nice. This is just a lot nicer now. Way more pleasant of a space to come into. Feels like home, in a way. I guess it is, for now. Unless I want to, yeah. Do I want to move? Nah, not yet. It's a little early, I feel. It's a little bit early. I need to make this place into what it could be first. And I still haven't figured out what I want to do with these side rooms. That's the thing, right? I just build rooms and then I don't really think about what I want for those rooms. Is there any point in having 3 bookshelves? Oh, 3 high bookshelves? I don't think so, because I'm already getting level 30 stuff, right? Could be cool aesthetically, though, if I don't want to put something else on top of that. And I still want to figure out what to do with the downstairs. Downstairs. What do I want to do with that? I've been thinking like an actual forge, like walls of furnaces and different kinds of furnaces and lava running and bad spot. cheap or very loud. Okay, more carpet freshness. 60 carpet. I feel like right now we should just try to get it cover more of the floor, and then we'll think of a design later. Potentially with like yellow or orange. Maybe. Like that, yeah. At that point I'd rather have it like that. Yeah, it's better. I feel like it's a little plain, but it's better. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Not too much more, and we'll... yeah. One more complete sharing, and we'll pretty much be there, I think. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't get to work on the underwater thing yet. Do I want to do that now? I'm not sure. I feel like what I want to do is stop the stream and then potentially do a Rogue Legacy later. And I think we have done a fair amount of stuff today. I feel like this is a pretty good... yeah. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty good. That, yeah. I don't know, I feel like the carpet might be too big. Like it would look better if it was like this. And then maybe we do, like around the carpet we do like polished blackstone. Or deep slate or whatever. I think that could look cool. I think that might... yeah, I think I like that better. Yeah, you know what? That is better. That is way better. Yeah, no, that's what we're doing. Like that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Just gonna make a bunch of deep slate. Polished. Anything else interesting? Chiseled, I don't think will look good. Tile, I don't think will look good. I think polished is the other one that might work. Oh, I think that might be it. I think that might be it. Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, that's nice. That is actually really nice. Oh, man. Oh, man, I'm really happy with this, actually. I'm actually real happy with this. This is such a tremendous... yeah, this is... oh, yeah. That's way better. That's way better. Yeah, and that feels like the room I wanted it to be. It's not exactly as I envisioned it, but it's very good. The up and down of the lamps I actually really love. Yeah, no, that is the longhouse. I haven't... oh man. Is it... Do I want to finish the side rooms before I consider this constructed? If I want to utter my syllable, I mean. I haven't even thought of a syllable. What's a good syllable? You know what? I think we'll fix that next time. I think we'll take care of the side rooms, figure something out there. Potentially just more storage or something. Maybe just a garden. Oh, a garden. Oh, something. We'll figure something out. Anyways, this has been Cordelia Cult. I guess I'll see you in space. Goodbye.